It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. With a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Harris on second down. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 48 yards for him already in excellent. Drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Hines, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Hines going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Charlie Warner punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now from the 50. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield on play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Brandon Ayuk returning it. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. Powerful running. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he whips that one incomplete there.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On third down, Mayfield. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. From the gun, Mayfield. Another catch there for Waddle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's a Titans touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here's Richie James on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. Room to run past midfield. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 18. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Man open left side is Brown. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Ayuk on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? We'll see what they decide to do.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They run with Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Powers by at the 40, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now this throw caught left side, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about the ball.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Harris has it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mayfield steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nyheim Hines. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down and 4.
Check 52.
Here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. On 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main character.
Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hurry. Pistol.
A first down throw for Mayfield. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
He's coming. Double up.
They run again with Hines. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Kaepernick looking to throw. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends